this video, we shall be solving problems on the equation of a straight line. So we have question 1. It says we should find the equation of a line with gradient 2 over 5 and y-intercept minus 3. How do we get started? Solution. Now, the consideration, we need to take note of what is given from the question. We are told the gradient is 2 over 5. That means m is gradient, which is 2 over 5. And we are told the y-intercept is given as minus 3. So that makes c to be equal to minus 3. Gradient and intercept form will be used for this problem. So a good knowledge of the formula will help you to solve the problem. So the formula y equals mx plus c will be used. Why? It is having gradient and intercept. So what do? We simply substitute. So we have y to be equal to, our gradient is 2 over 5, which is m, multiplied by x, plus our c is minus 3. So that makes y to be equal to 2 over 5x plus times minus is a minus 3. This is the equation of the straight line. I can also eliminate fraction by multiplying 2 by 5. So 5 times y gives us 5y to be equal to 5 times 2 over 5 will give us 2x minus 5 times 3 is 15. So this represents the equation of the line. Given as 5y is equal to 2x minus 15. You can also write it in other forms, bringing 2x to this side, but bottom line is this is how to write the equation of a straight line using the gradient and intercept form. So let's find the equation having gradient 3 and passing through 1 comma minus 2. Solution. First of all, we list our parameters. We are told the gradient is given as 3, so m is equal to 3 and it's passing through 1 comma minus 2. Like I said in the previous video, the first number represents x while the second represents y. So it simply means for these coordinates we have x1 to be 1 and then y1 is minus 2. So we have the gradient and 1 point form x1, y1. So it simply means we make use of the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. We cannot use the gradient and intercept form in this case. Why? Because we are given 1 point and the gradient. So we switch to the second formula. So let's substitute. We have y minus y1 is minus 2 is equal to m is given as 3 into x minus x1 is 1. So we expand. Y plus 2 is equal to 3x minus 3. So we end up having y to be equal to 3x minus 3, and moving plus 2 to the other side becomes minus 2. So that makes y to be equal to 3x minus 3 minus 2 gives us minus 5. Okay? At the end of the day, we have these as the equation of a straight line that bears these coordinates 1 comma minus 2 having gradient of 3. In other words, I can still choose to write it in this form: y minus 3x is equal to minus 5. So this represents the equation of the line bearing the coordinates 1 comma minus 2 having gradients as 3. On to the next question. So let's find the equation of the straight line joining the points 8 comma 1 and minus 3 comma 4. How do we go about this solution? What comes to your mind? We have 2 points different from the previous examples we have solved. This is 1 point, this is 2 points. So we simply switch to the formula using gradient and 2-point form. How do we get started? Our formula says y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1 is equal to y minus y1 all over x minus x1. So what we have here, x1 is 8, y1 is 1, x2 is minus 3, y2 is 4. So we simply substitute. In place of all of these information, we substitute into the formula. So y2 represents 4. So we have 4 minus y1, which is 1, divided by x2, which is minus 3, minus x1, which is 8, is equal to y minus y1 is 1 divided by x minus x1 is 8. Automatically, if you've observed carefully, you will realize that what we have here, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, also represents the gradient. So automatically we are solving for m in this case. So this part of the equation, the left-hand side, will simply give us the gradient. So that means 4 minus 1, which is 3, divided by minus 3 minus 8, that makes minus 11. So this gives us the gradient, the left-hand side of the equation. So we simply solve, we expatiate on this to get our equation. So let's bring our equation out. We have y minus 1 all over x minus 8 is equal to minus 3 over 11. So let's cross multiply this and this. So we have 11 into y minus 1 to be equal to minus 3 into x minus 8. So let's expand. This is 11y minus 11 is equal to minus 3x plus 24. Collecting like terms, we have 11y plus 3x to be equal to 24 plus 11. So that makes 11y plus 3x to be equal to 35. This represents the equation of the line. In other words, I can write it in this form: 11y plus 3x minus 35 equals 7. So that takes care of the equation of the line having two coordinates, x1, y1, x2, y2. Final result. On to the next question. Many cases you are given an indirect problem, as we can see on the board. As you can see on the board, it says the gradient of the line joining 3 comma y and minus 1 comma minus 2 is 3 over 2. Find the value of y. It is an indirect question, different from the previous problems we have solved. So in solving a problem like this, we have 2 points given and also the gradient. So we have the general formula that says y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1. This simply gives us the gradient, which is n. So from the information given, we have 2 points like I said earlier. This is x1, so given x1 to be equal to 3, x1, y1 is equal to y, x2 is equal to minus 1, y2 is equal to minus 2, and we are told our gradient n is equal to 3 over 2. So let's substitute into the formula above. Let's substitute. So we have y2. y2 is given as minus 2. So minus 2 minus y1 is given as y divided by x2, which is minus 1, minus x1 is given as 3, is equal to gradient m, which makes 3 over 2. So we have this to be minus 2 minus y divided by minus 4 is equal to 3 over 2. So we cross multiply. So that makes 2 into minus 2 minus y to be equal to minus 4 times 3, which makes minus 12. So expanding the left-hand side of the equation, we have this and this. This times this gives us minus 4. 2 times minus y gives us minus 2y and is equal to minus 12. Collecting like terms. So we have on the left hand side minus 2y to be equal to minus 12 plus 4. So that makes minus 2y to be equal to minus 8. Dividing both sides by minus 2. This cancels, we have 4, so y is equal to 4. We are not able to obtain the value for y. It says find the value of y, so y automatically is 4. I'm sure this video is helpful to someone out there. If you're new to this channel, do well to subscribe, and to my returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you for always showing up. See you for more videos. Bye for now.